Hello everyone, Nosy here, and I wanted to make a quick guide on how to use flashlights again. Since you can't really go early anymore, I just wanted to make a guide on the timing itself for those who want to be extra sure to get the flashlight save. So yeah, let's get into it. So like always, starting off from the basics, when the killer is picking up a survivor, you always want to make sure you start blinding when the killer is making his second pickup. So as you can see, they have two pickups. One is from the ground, and then the second one is when they're about to put the survivor on their shoulder. That's where you have to start blinding. Since you can't really go early anymore, that doesn't really matter, so I still wanted to implement that in the guide. You can also do it while crouched, but that doesn't really change the timing, just the angle on how you aim your flashlight. You need to aim it a little bit higher. Talking about angles, sideways, this is the sharpest angle you can take for a flashlight save. Anything further than that will probably not work because that's already super sharp. There's also a lot of techs that you can do with a flashlight. For example, the CJ tech. I put that in the video as well for those who want to be a little bit fancy with it, I guess. So the CJ tech is basically when a survivor is underneath a pallet and you're getting chased, you drop the pallet on the killer, stunning them, and just about when the killer is about to break the pallet, that's where you vault the pallet. Because while doing so, the killer will automatically cancel the pallet break since you're vaulting it, and they will automatically pick up the survivor, even though that's not what they intended to do. So they are locked in animation, and you can go for a flashlight save. What you can also do is correct your flashlight save. That was so important back then, but since you can't really go early anymore, it doesn't really matter, but it still looks fancy. Let's say the killer picks up a survivor, and you started blinding too early. You can cancel and then blind again to get the flashlight save. I also got some examples on killers with a weird pickup. As you can see on Rio, in case you want to see how it looks like, you can pause the video or try it out yourself. But this is basically the timing on when to go for a flashlight save. It's always when they make their second pickup. So the first one is from the ground, and the second one is when they're about to put the survivor on their shoulder. It's the exact same thing with Dredge. As you can see, first pickup from the ground, second pickup when the killer is about to put the survivor on the shoulder. And that is where you have to start blinding. I've seen some people struggle with Pinhead, but it's actually really simple with Pinhead. But I just wanted to show it as well. As you can see, first is the chains picking up the survivor from the ground, and the second is the chains picking up the survivor to the shoulder. With Nemesis, he's pretty tall, so you need to angle your flashlight a little bit higher. But there is another thing that you can do with Nemesis, which I'm sure not many people know about, but it's really hard to pull off, but it's still something pretty cool. So as you can see, if there is a zombie next to Nemesis and you're getting chased, which these situations are so rare, but you can blind a zombie, and while your beam is narrowing, you can switch immediately to the face of Nemesis and get an insta blind. Because it somehow transitions, is that how you say it? I guess. It somehow converts to the killer's face, and you also get a blind. If a killer has Lightborn, you can't get a blind. I know the beam narrows and you hear the sound of a blind, but you don't get a killer blind. Killers do not get blinded when they have Lightborn. No matter how much you blind them, no matter how many flashlights you aim at them, it just doesn't work. In fact, it fires back at you, since if you blind them and they have Lightborn, they can see you through walls for a certain amount of time. So I wouldn't really do that. You can also save your teammates when they're grabbed from a window. So you can get a flashlight save when your teammate is getting grabbed from a window. And of course, getting grabbed from a pallet as well. You can also go for locker CJ techs, which is the exact same thing as a pallet tech. It's when your teammate is down nearby a locker, you jump inside the locker. When the killer is about to open the locker, you jump out at the same time, which forces them into the pickup and being stuck in animation. So you just go for the flashlight save. You can also do it when they are getting grabbed from a locker, when they're going in and out. You can't do it when they are inside of a locker and getting grabbed from the killer. since they changed that. You can also do it when your teammate is getting grabbed from a gen, and that one is pretty fun because let's say you're committing to a gen, you have a flashlight, your teammate gets grabbed, and you know, you can just get the flashlight save. It also works from a chest and a totem as well, but that's like more like when your teammate doesn't have anything to play around with and you want to force the grab on a killer. So you can immediately in chase, like touch a chest or a totem, and some killers, their reflexes are, you know, they just instantly go for the swing, which if they're close enough and they don't lunge, they will get the grab, and then your teammate can go for the flashlight save. Okay, so the next thing that I'm about to show you guys are things that sadly will get removed in the next mid-chapter update. What you could do is you could burn a nurse with a flashlight when she's holding her blink, and you can burn her even faster if you shine multiple flashlights towards her. You can burn a Wraith when he's invisible. Once again, you can burn Wraith faster if you shine multiple flashlights. Fun fact, you can actually blind a Wraith when they are invisible as well, but I mean, it's not like that ever really happens. I guess you could try it. With hag traps as well, you can remove hag her traps by shining a flashlight on them. You can actually also burn a trap when you activate it. So when you're running and you accidentally activated the trap, if you're fast enough, you can burn the trap away. But obviously, a good hag, if they see that you're running towards their trap, they're probably spamming their button to teleport. So that's like that's a rare scenario. You can also remove artist her birds with flashlights, obviously. Shining multiple flashlights will remove the birds quicker. You can also remove the birds from your teammate. Now, I do know that after the mid-chapter update, this won't be possible, like I said before, but I don't know if that also counts for removing birds from your teammates. So I'm not really sure about that. You can also blind Victor. For those who don't know, yes, you can blind Victor. It's a lot harder in game since Victor is really fast, and in a chase, it's pretty hard to, you know, blind Victor. There is also something else that I want to talk about, and that is the chain blind. You can chain blind killers, or as you can see, Victor, which basically is after you're done blinding a killer, wait like 2 seconds and then blind again. The beam instantly blinds them. So when you're getting chased and you blind the killer, you can wait 2 seconds and immediately shine your flashlight towards their head if they don't look away, and you will get another blind, which, you know, is basically chain blinding. And you can do that multiple times, but most killers don't fall for that anymore and they will just look up. But it's still something fun that I wanted to implement. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This video was mainly focused on the timing, the angles, and you know, I put here and there some tricks that you can do with a flashlight. And yeah, that's pretty much that. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was helpful. So see you guys in the next one. Bye.